Well, it's not raining. What a shock. It's only been raining for like the last 3 weeks. I haven't been able to get out and do anything. So this is the first day it's really not been super cloudy with rain forecast. And I'm out on White Rock Lake in Dallas. First time I've ever paddled this lake. And it's a small lake. I don't know if there's any, I think you can have boats on here, but you have to have small motors. Anyways, it's just really to get out and enjoy being outdoors after being shut in the house from rain for weeks. The lakes are full, which is great. I have a new camera set up, which I'm not really thinking it's going to work because I've just realized that the flex on the track bars on this canoe are plastic, and the GoPro mount that I'm using, I mean, if the boat wiggles a little bit, the flex is enough to where I think the camera, I don't know, we'll have to see what the footage looks like, but so far, not too crazy about it. I am using my boom mic, so hopefully the wind noise that would normally be an issue is not. See, that's not going to work. I can just tell right now the camera is just flailing around. This isn't going to work at all. Oh well, I'm really disappointed with this setup. I don't know, maybe the stabilization will help, but it looks like it's going to be pretty ridiculous with the camera rolling around like it is. Hey, at least the sound probably is great. So I'm going up towards White Rock Creek. Primarily just get out. It's not really that windy today, but there's a little bit of a wind. But I thought I'd go up and explore that area. To tell here. Ugh. Oh well, it is what it is. So this is I've never been on White Rock Creek, and it's much wider than I was expecting it to be, actually. I mean, it is basically a small creek that runs through the middle of Dallas, and you know, it's pretty much, you know, a lot of street runoff, and it's not as much trash as I was expecting. Years and years ago, I would when I was into biking, I would ride my bike down the trail system that connects basically goes all the way up to like Hillcrest in Dallas, and there's a biking trail that goes kind of parallels the creek. And I remember when I would bike that trail, I just remember just the amount of trash on the trail and in the creek was just enormous. Like I was shocked. So I am really pleasantly surprised by how little floating debris and trash I see out today. I was expecting tons of plastic bottles, and there are some, but not at all like I was expecting. I mean, this is quite clean compared to what I was thinking it would be. I'm also not seeing as much like the plastic bags, grocery store bags. Up where I live, there's a small creek, and very small creek. Not you can't even paddle it, but it's goes through a big athletic park, and that's one of the things you see all the time is just plastic grocery bags that are caught on, you know, the tree branches and things like that are right next to the creek. Especially when it rains hard, it almost fills that whole creek section, and everything in it from the street goes into it pretty much. Here it's, I mean, surprisingly not bad. So my camera mount system, I have a Yak Attack attachment for my the tracks in my kayak, which are made out of plastic. The Yak Attack is a ball mount similar to a ram mount, which is very nice, and it's connected to this aluminum, and I'll show it after I get back, but articulating connector that actually has two purposes. One, I can use it for this, but it also has a tripod part, so it has two functions. So I just take the tripod part out and I mount it directly to the Yak Attack ball mount, and it works okay, except I've just realized that the ability to adjust it is kind of a pain. Now that I'm thinking about it, like trying to keep the camera relatively horizontal, it's not a huge issue, but the way it adjusts is when I'm in the boat is kind of a pain actually, and then it's hard to kind of get that adjustment in. So I think the key thing that I need to have is I need to have a ball mount up on where the camera attaches, so that I've got infinite control over what the angle of the camera is, because right now it's on a rigid platform that's just screwed in, and it's difficult to adjust on the fly. Well, I think I'm at a good turning around point. Kind of gone as far as I really want to go. It's getting pretty narrow. A lot more trash and debris to get around. So I want to go back down to White Rock and actually explore the lake a little bit more. So I'm gonna make my way back. I'm also surprised, I guess, I don't know if I'm not like, that the creek isn't flowing faster. I guess that only really happens when there's a lot of rain. It would be flowing much higher and faster. You can see like along the edge here, when it gets really high, it just scours the riverbank to where there is really no bank, it's just a drop off. So like recently all that stuff is probably new, so that's how high it gets when it rains heavily like it has been in the last few days. But there really isn't any kind of sort of river bank at all. It's just basically mud clay cliffs, you know, 3 to 4 feet high, straight drop off. So there's really no place to stop and get out or anything that I've seen. Even, you know, I'm going in by these parks here, Dallas City parks. There's really no access to this that I can see that would be usable at all. So I guess it's down at White Rock is really the only way to get onto the creek. Turned out to be a beautiful day. I think the high today is in the mid 70s. It's probably 66 when I got up this morning. Light breeze and blue skies. I don't know if it's going to cloud up later today. I didn't check the whole forecast. But very nice day so far. Seen quite a few turtles, but haven't really seen any fish jump or anything like that. Got some huge down trees here. Getting caught under this little bridge. It's actually really nice. It's very pretty. A lot of big trees right on the banks. I'm gonna see how what kind of flow there is. I'm just gonna coast for a minute. Pretty slow. Very relaxing now. Traffic's loud going under those bridges. So I would say the #1 bird I've seen so far are cardinals. I can hear them and I can see them. They're everywhere. I've probably seen, I don't know, 10 to 15 cardinals in the last 30 minutes. They're flying all over the place on the trees and over the creek. Hear them in the trees up there. They're singing. It's one of my favorite birds. this is my setup that I showed you. I'm just going to take a break here. So there's the mount, and that's an aluminum extender. So each one of those blue adjustment positions, there has little teeth that clamp together those sections. And then my GoPro is at the top with the boom mic and the adapter to go with it. You know, with the boat rocking and flexing, I'm hoping the GoPro stabilization will deal with that well, but the track is plastic, so it does flex enough with that much weight on it. So that might be something where I need to actually change it out to metal. So we'll see. But anyways, that's the mount. I assume this is a rental type scenario where we take this out and walk through the seating in this thing. I wonder what they yeah, I'm assuming that's what it's for. It's some sort of a rental. But it's I mean, there's not that much space on the lake to go anywhere. From a sailing perspective, like, it's huge. And this is such a small lake. I'll have to go Google this when I get home. I mean, I do find it a little odd, like some of the size of these boats for this small of a lake. I mean, it's really small. So, I mean, I guess whatever floats your boat, right? Oh, hilarious. Well, I think that pretty much does it for today. This is a nice little trip. Close to home, easy to get to. I think, you know, actually one thing that would be really cool to do is come out here at night. I know you're technically supposed to have lights for that when you're on your kayak, but maybe in the middle of the summer when it's still light out till like 8:30 or 9, that might actually be kind of fun. So, possible next trip as it starts to get warmer. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please comment and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. See you in the next one.